Okie pokey. Let us look at now some ideas that I have for chord variation, and it's a really open term again. No licks, sorry for those lick hunters. More just an approach, a concept. So I'm going to take the sound of C minor, right? We've been dealing with that in the last few lessons. C minor, and I'm going to C melodic minor, right? So the notes are C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B, and or flat and third, 1, 2, flat 3 for those guys that look at things by scale degrees. For those people that are just into the sound, this is the sound. There's some examples of the sound, how I might play the sound in an improvising situation. Anyway, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a 3-note voicing of the chord C minor, which is, in the case that I'm going to use, is going to be inverted. So we're going to start with a second inversion, G, C, and E flat. And then we're going to move using the scale tones only, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and B natural. We're going to be moving the bottom, middle, and top notes of this 3-note voicing. So we're going to call this our chord 1, I suppose. Our second chord is going to move the top. We're going to move the E flat to an F, the top note there, and we're going to get a certain sound. And I want you to keep in your brain, if you can, that boom. What happens to that sound? What happens to the emotion in that sound? What is evoked by suspending the sound? If you can call a minor suspended, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. But anyway, someone will correct me on YouTube, no doubt. And then the bottom note we're going to now move up, G to A, moving it up in the scale. And we've got like an F major over C. Now we're going to move up the middle note, D to C. And we've got basically a D minor inversion over C, over our C sound. So this has been our step so far. First chord, second chord, third chord, fourth chord. Now we're going to move the top note up again, and we're going to get like a 6-9 sound without any third, which is quite an open sound, obviously. Bottom note, major 9, no third. Middle note, minor major 7 inversion. 1, 7, flat 3, 5, or G, B, E flat, C, B, E flat and G. Don't try and do things too fast. There we go. So that's my lesson. And then we move the top note up, bottom, middle, top, bottom, middle, top, bottom, middle. Now these variations are to be used with caution. Kids, be careful how you use these sounds. No, they're to be used at your discretion. And my opinion is that you get tunes that you really like, standards and such, and you work them in. Or you get progressions that you like, or even just static vamp it. Don't even use progressions, just get one sound. Boom, boom, and that 5 chord, do the same thing for the 5 chord. You'll be moving through all of the sounds there that are in the 5 chord. So you do that, and then you just have this doom, do do do, bo bo bo, oops, sorry. And some of the sounds might be crap, really. Yeah, who knows? But the idea is to practice it in a methodical fashion, and you will find, like again, I'm doing that close movement thing. I'm not going, C minor and then G way up here is in the only position I've learnt it. And I'm only using 3-note voicings for that example. But you can get some things that are really unique, which again is not necessarily the point. The point more is to get to whatever you hear and not be encumbered by positional playing. C minor, root 6, G 7, root 5. That's all we know. And then your sound is very limited. And I think that's really the if I can get a little bit philosophical here, I think that's really the point, is to not play only with the understanding of licks or things that you've transcribed or scales that you've practiced from the bottom to the top and back down again. I think it's the idea is really, if we talk about being truly creative, truly artistic here with our music, the idea is to get to the music behind all the crap we've learned. And that's my opinion anyway. And I think that that exercise is really, really cool, because even though it's methodical, it's not really going to give you a lick. You know, you won't sit down in a gig and go, well, you might do. I don't really see that happening at any of my gigs, but anyway. But it will give you an insight. You might just use it now and then. I'm going to do the 5-1, and I'm going to do really sort of spacious, just little sprinkles of these ideas. 3, 4, 1.